This is Thunder Bob. We're here today at the 2010 Ultimate Builder Custom Bike Show in Long Beach, and we're talking with Keith Bandit Ball. Keith, what a great looking bike you have here.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate
well, you are entered in the contest. There's 30 bikes, and you appear to be in the Performance Custom Class bike. I've seen this bike before. It's a very special bike. Tell us what was your inspiration to build it?
Well, the bike, the chassis was designed by John Reed. It was called a V-bike, and it was built for custom chrome, and it's really kind of an exotic chassis system. It's an FXR, it's a sport bike, and I put a Panhead engine in it. So I call it the first sport bike Panhead. Well, then I got the hair that I wanted to go to Bonneville. So we decided we'd take it to Bonneville because it's got a 120-inch Panhead engine in it. It's kind of a hot rod, and we thought we'd see what we could do, and we set a record.
So now, this bike was built not with the intent initially to go to Bonneville. That came somewhere along the way. What caused you to flip the switch and say, hey, let's do this thing? Because that's a big commitment.
Yeah, it really is a big commitment, but going to Bonneville is, it's like going to the moon. It's some kind of exotic nirvana. It's going to the Tahiti of speed. It's an amazing place. So I really don't remember what inspired me, but we decided to go, and we went out there, and this thing went, I think it went about 147 miles an hour. Not too bad, and we ended up setting a record.
But you set a record for a Panhead, and it was, I guess, a dual record because it was a Panhead and you had a female rider, correct?
Well, yeah, we did have a female rider, Valerie Thompson, who's a professional drag racer, and she's the greatest. And she's a great person to have a rider because she's just, she's got balls of steel.
That's the first time she's ever done this, too.
Yeah, that was the first time she ever did it. And she got out there and just twisted the wick on this thing and went. And we had a great time. The record stands in I think it's the 2000 cc class, and that's how, it's not because it's a Panhead or ridden by a girl. It's 2000 cc. It's an open bike, or it's a bike record. It's not a partially streamlined or a streamlined bike. There's a multitude of classes, and if anybody ever wants to go out there, there's always a class they can find a bike for.
They'll nearly create a class for you, but I noticed the Panhead is the big deal. This is the world's fastest Panhead, correct?
No, actually, the next year we built the assault weapon,
That's right.
And we took it out there, and that became the world's fastest Panhead.
And we'll be seeing that shortly. This was the first world's fastest Panhead. What's just point out some of the high notes, the major modifications that you did.
Well, it's a 120-inch Panhead motor by Accurate Engineering, a Baker 6-speed transmission. It's got mariachi wheels on it. It's got a Paoli front end. Basically, we took John Reed's V-bike, which was designed to look like a sport bike, that was going to run a big twin in it, sort of a big twin Buell in a sense.
Right.
But I wanted it, because it's a Panhead, to look a little old school. So I took all the plastic off it, and I ran a Triumph fairing from the 70s, and I ran a LaPera solo seat with metal flake in it, old stuff, and the tail light and everything, just some old touches to it that add the old touch to a very well-designed sport bike style frame.
That old TV show, What's My Line, or maybe something similar to that, where they showed an item, and they said, you have to guess what this is. If you showed me that seat, I would never guess that seat was used to set a land world speed record.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's pretty exotic looking. It looks like something that you'd see down at Bob's Big Boy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, listen, Keith, thanks so much for spending time with us. We wish you a lot of success. Please, if you're out there, vote for this particular bike, the Salt Shaker, and we'll take a look at your other bike in just a few moments. Thanks for watching.